Hello, my fellow soul gardeners. I've got some exciting news. There's a new series in Soul Nirvana called Just Ask Chris. So many people post questions all the time to YouTube and on the mothership, and I can't get to them. I'm a busy guy, but I do promise to get to those questions if you post them in Soul Nirvana, where week after week I'll be answering your questions on any variety of topics, including if you want to post a question about your chart or your astrology or your compatibility. So if you've ascended to Soul Nirvana, this show is live now. And if you have not yet joined our premium video network, come on down to soulnirvana.com for more info. Hello, my producers, and welcome now to Thursday. Partly cloudy, guarded, and private today for the Tauruses. I don't know why I couldn't get that out. The moon is in Sagittarius. So your emotions are definitely feeling maybe vulnerable. You are emotionally sensitive to your boundaries. So you're sensitive to where you begin and someone ends. You're sensitive to intimacy and sex. You're sensitive to someone being in your space. You might feel vulnerable, which means there's a boundary somewhere that needs to be tended to. You might feel randy, which means you're feeling sensitive and you want to do something with it. But you are sensitive to any line anywhere and lines with yourself. You know, maybe you want to dive off the high dive at the swimming pool, but you're having a hard time overcoming your own boundary with yourself about jumping. That's common too. Zipping of the sun, though, it's about faith. We're in chapter 1 of Sun in Aries, and Jupiter rules the day. This month, Tauruses will make a quantum leap in having faith in themselves. And today, Jupiter is saying it's time to explore where it is you might be afraid to jump. What weeds are holding you back, Taurus? Why can't you jump off that high dive? What is it in you that's stopping you? This is also weeds as far as self-sabotaging behavior, where it's not about jumping off the high dive. It's every time you're close to success, you sometimes stop, or you always stop. That would be a long-running weed in your consciousness. You're going to be facing some of the aspects of your inner consciousness that hold you back from outer success. And today's the day to explore what those might be or what it might feel like to be resolved of them. Now, there is a square I want you to be aware of that will be in effect for about a week between the Sun and Pluto. This means Tauruses will be working out conflicts between their fears and facing their self-sabotage and their beliefs. So maybe you want to be, maybe it is, I'm trying to think of an example of a fear here. Maybe you are afraid of the dark and you are having a hard time facing the fear, and that's because you always believe that it is the dark where evil lurks. Yeah, that's a weird conflict, but hey, that's a conflict between your beliefs. You want to face the dark, you want to be happy in the dark, but you've been taught that dark is where evil happens. That might be true. That's a belief structure in the way of facing your fears. Or maybe it is that you want to face your addiction, that you're an overeater, an overdrinker, or a cocaine person, and you want to face it, but you were taught that, addicts are losers. And so you have a belief structure that says addicts are losers, but you want to face your stuff. So look for where your beliefs are maybe in the way of you facing stuff. If you want to face an issue or absolve a fear or a weed, what's stopping you? And who said it has to be that way? That's the question to answer. And it's Thursday. We've got Stand Up Astrologer's Renegade Aromatherapist going live today. She is going to be talking about cooking with essential oils, how the power of plant medicine can be put into the foods we eat, and 3 times a day we can raise our vibration. See what Sadika is cooking about everywhere else Soul Garden streams. All right, Taurus, that's all I have for Thursday. Tomorrow, S hits the fan. It's the best way to put it. So hold your horses, buckle your seatbelts. We got some trauma tomorrow. Until then, live, love, be.